put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can everybody identify yourself first?
Oh.
Lucas,
Yeah, I'm Lucas.
yeah, I know Lucas, your
Chinese name.
Chinese name.
Oh, Huang Congfu. It's at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is the new list.
Okay.
Okay.
So, for abbreviation, I would say social innovation is probably like the implementation of new ideas or strategies that's going to be helpful for our societies.
Oh.
And so talk about the problems that we have right now. In the current world, we have so many problems that we couldn't really solve by ourselves or our governments, such as like lack of competence or due to the poverty or the high fee that may cost to change something for good, like for the good, not for the good. So social innovation solution is kind of like it strives to address challenges in the more inclusive or sustainable or equitable manners, often leveraging the power of innovations, technology, collaboration, and creative thinking. Well, I have actually two business examples. The first one is Patagonia. I'm sure everyone have heard of the brand. That has
No, I haven't.
really it's a kind of like stylish or hipster kind of brand. Like it's mostly for hiking clothes or outdoors and stuff. I'm not really familiar with that either, so so I don't hike. Yeah. So yeah, and they has also made a philanthropic a core part of its business model, giving 1% of its sales and 10% of its profit to environmental causes. And the next one is Walker Barker. It offers affordable eyeglasses to people in need. For every pair of glasses sold, Warby Parker donates a pair to somebody in need. So they have already distributed over 15 million pairs of glasses to people in need across the globe. Well, actually, my glasses actually from Warby Parker,
Really?
and they are extremely expensive.
Oh.
I mean, they are quite generous or philanthropic to people who are in need, but they are not philanthropic to people who are not in need. It's true because
You can afford it.
I mean, I have to because I broke my glasses when I was in Seattle, and this is the only option I found. That's
Why you need specific kind of glasses?
no, because I didn't know that like doing eye examination in the States is extremely expensive. Like this glasses actually cost me more than $700.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I was like,
Part of it is for
examination.
examination.
Yeah, and they are the cheapest option I could find.
I know all medical expenses are so expensive.
Right? It's like insane. And so this is for the business examples, but I do actually have another social examination, innovation example. It's about clean water project in developing nations, and I specifically choose this one. It's called Water for People. It's actually a project that's in Peru, and they did constructed pipe water supply systems, and they taught the communities how to manage it, and they also trained the community to check out for those water communities, and also taught them how to maintain water system. The most importantly, they actually offer support for those microfinances institutions that provide loans for households that could do this whole system. And this is their website. Yeah. So it was mainly talking about like population of Peru and their rural access to basic and safety managed water only like 75.6%. So due to this project, vast majority of the people could enjoy drinkable water due to their project. And they also talk about how did they do it, like what I mentioned about how they train those people and construct everything, and do the most most important, I would say, microfinances.
Mhm.
Because for a lot of companies, they just build a lot of things and they just leave it there. They didn't try to manage or try to teach people how to use it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I would say they are pretty good at doing this because they thought about the sustainability,
Uh-huh.
about keep this system working, not just for like a year or so, and they just work or something.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is the example that I found. And I would say, yeah, pretty good. And actually after reading about their website, I even want to donate something.
Really?
Yeah, it's like they're changing the world for the good.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah, so this is,
Thanks a lot.
yeah,
Can I ask you a question though?
yeah.
First of all, do you have any questions? I would usually ask you guys to ask questions. Sometimes we're not very good at.
It's been a while that I also asked you where do you get your classes? Today I know. Do they have like service spot in Taiwan?
No, no, they only in
Or how is it broken in Taiwan? Broken.
I'm trying not to break it. I'm trying really hard to break it. Yeah.
Okay. You don't have any questions? My question is actually centered on the definition of social innovation. Is the cooperation of three sectors, right?
Yeah.
How do three sectors cooperate in this case?
I would say of course, the government of Peru allowed them to build a pipeline because without their permission, they couldn't really do anything. That would be considered illegal, right?
Right.
So that's probably the only part of the governmental sector that they could provide since they're kind of broke. Yeah, so that's I would say
Yeah, that's true.
the governmental. And about their business, because I'm not sure, because I think this is an international institution. They are not just in Peru, because I searched that, I found that they are also working a lot of different projects in Africa and other countries. So I'm sure that they're mostly like international institution. So I think they probably cover the B sector and the C sector, part of it probably.
Yeah. But I don't have answer to my own questions. I'm not testing you. Genuinely asking questions because I heard social innovation. I know a little bit about it, but it's new. We're all learning together. Just want to explore together. But I like your answer. Thank you.
I have a question. Does marriage equality count as social innovation?
Marriage.
Marriage equality? Like gay marriage?
Yeah. I mean, social innovation. I would say so, but from my perspective, from the definition, I would say so. But it doesn't look like, because when we talk about social innovation, you see people doing something continuously to help something happen, right? But doing marriage, is it anything like that?
Just like a
people
law.
doing something to, just like making law.
Just like they just change or make a new law and that's it. So
Right, just that's it.
And then
So-
business and other sector doesn't really provide any kind of thing. They just hooray.
Yeah, so that's my, yeah, so I'm not sure, so I'm still trying to explore the, what do they mean by social innovation? Yeah, but I certainly think that's a kind of social innovation, but it looks like not many people are involved in continuous help
Yeah.
offer, right?
Yeah. I'm just curious. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Good job, thank you. Okay, so next, who will go next? Okay. Please, yeah, identify yourself. because I print out the new list without your English, so tell me both Chinese and English.
My name is Lorenzo and my Chinese name is W14.
Oh, okay.
So first I'm going to define what social innovation is. Social innovation refers to the design and implementation of new solutions that imply conceptual, process, product, or organizational change, which aims to improve the welfare and well-being of individuals and community. And today, I'm going to show you one of the case, one of the most inspiring case of social innovation it's called Clean Water Projects.
Clean water project.
Yeah, in developing nations. Yeah, the developing nations means they are not fully developed, and some of them are really poverty stricken. Yeah. So
And who actually
who
founded
initiated
this,
this? Oh,
behind this organization?
this project is initiated by Tom Murphy, who works for Nature's Water. And its company produces filtration equipment that removes impurities from water so that people can enjoy clean water as they should. Yeah.
Okay, so this is done by the B sector, business
Yeah.
sector.
Yes.
Mhm.
So,
Again, I will begin to try to see if there any cooperation between the three, because everybody is saying it's actually the cooperation. They're pushing for the cooperation of three sectors, but I still haven't really seen that those kind of cases yet.
like, you mean
Yeah, so this one is run by some
person
company,
or
right? For profit.
private company. So this is mostly talk about his ideas about improving the water. He's like to give us an overview of how we should contribute to addressing the world's water inequality crisis. And he believes
Yeah, in developing countries, water is so scarce.
and he also believes that by solving the water inequality crisis, we are also decreasing world hunger, poverty, and global disease, and slowing population growth and preservation of biosphere. Yeah. And other positive, and other positive social impacts would be that children or mothers wouldn't have to collect water by themselves, and so education levels would rise. Women will have more time to get work. This is the other social aspects that we and below is the infographic of how to address the world's water inequality crisis.
Okay.
So here is the concept we initiated.
Yeah, we can't, the words are so small. Can you briefly paraphrase it? How do they solve the inequality?
So I guess this idea is to let more and more people to have access, to be accessible to clean water.
How?
Yeah.
Did they mention how?
I guess it's still a project, and it states the causes and the solutions. But so far, I'm not sure if he has done anything. Yeah, so I guess it's. I heard that he mentions the
Worst
countries,
country for clean water.
and he's trying to improve that
Mm-hmm.
and the causes. The next is the solutions.
Well, let's look at solutions, possible solutions. Yeah, these are solutions. You know, try to introduce a few to us. I'm curious too, because it's difficult. But input.
No, I think the first idea is to ask some of the corporations, like energy and water industries, to invest in long-term solutions to preserve fresh water
Mm-hmm.
and reduce their reliance on fossil fuel electricity. So the water they provide will be sanitary or clean.
Cleaner. Well, there we see that the second sector, I mean, the business sector playing a role.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the second one,
Second, this one.
yeah. Because I don't have good eyesight.
Oh,
This has- I had
Okay.
surgery, so it will.
So the second one, yeah, is to solve the problem by governmental powers.
Oh, yeah, so there we see government playing a role. So what do they ask government to do?
They ask the government to prioritize the development of solar, like, those green energy water like solar and wind energy.
Ah,
Yeah,
cleaner energy,
yes.
clean energy.
And the reason why he asked, he wants the government to do these things is to drop the supply, to drop the carbon emissions and increase the supply of clean water throughout the day. And so the third one is about solar powered water purifiers.
Oh,
He
so.
wants to develop purifiers.
Through solar power.
Yes.
And that sounds innovative. You know how, can you see how they do it?
How they do it?
Solar power.
It's devised by an American student called W14, and it's using silicon oxide and titanium in containers, which would expose it to an ultraviolet radiation and sufficiently purify containment water to make it drinkable. So it's like a container, and then he used like zinc oxide and titanium inside the container. And so whatever you put inside, it will the substance will make the things drinkable. Yeah. So this is a thing. It's like a purifier. And he also asked other, like the same as the first and second one, he asked other manufacturers or enterprise to replace water in industrial applications with carbon dioxide. And so the CO2 will be recycled from other industrial uses, which makes an environmentally efficient alternative to water cleaning. I guess
Yeah, So they have very clear, specific strategies and ways to offer clean water.
They provide 8 solutions,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't see any articles about all of it.
That's pretty good, thank you. And there we see the sectors working together. Because they have to work together in order to make things happen.
The government, non-profit, and the enterprise together.
Mm-hmm.
They mentioned in the solutions.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
And the Stanford University says that the leader should be their graduate students.
Oh,
Yeah, the first video is watched.
But
Okay.
I'm not sure how.
Then maybe they will be trained to be good leaders in this. Let's see.
I mean the Stanford University
Yeah,
students.
their Center for Social Innovation.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yes, that's
Back
all.
to your
Then
presentation.
I have more questions.
Yes.
I'm not. Yeah.
No, I'm just saying I probably don't have the answer.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just kind of like
Yeah.
to discuss. So my question is that since you talk about business students are not always like this non-profits or helping the environment, or are not that. How to say? It's like not all the center in Stanford University are aiming to help the community. So what do you believe why they are doing the social innovation?
Oh, your question is basically what I mentioned before.
Yeah,
I have my theory, right?
Yeah, because I have not figured it out yet.
Yeah, my theory is that you see all 3 sectors are compared to the area that's after World War II. Now 3 sectors are almost equally strong. At least government's role and business role are not as strong as before because the 3rd sector is emergent. The 3rd sector, the civic sectors are now growing pretty strong. Like because it's Tzu Chi and many Red Cross, they are global, they're kind of global organizations and they're very rich and they can do a lot of things.
They are very powerful.
Yeah, very powerful. So when things are moving, if business is left out, let's say if business are left out, 3rd sector is working with business government, and then all these global issues will be directed without the business sector involving in it. So their future are going to be decided by the other 2 sectors. So I think business sector is smart enough to know that they have to be in the game. They have to be in this game, otherwise they are going to be controlled by others. They are not going to be able to lead. And so they now realize that, so they now want to be in the game, and more preferably, if they can be the leader of this game, is even better. So that's my theory of why they want to be actively involved in this. Because if they can be the leader of all these things for good, they can lead the whole trend to also benefit themselves. But if they're out of this game, then they can't. They're out of control. They probably won't be able to make much money. Yeah. See, if we want environmentally sound, they can't earn a lot of money. If we want socially, socially active, socially stable, every poor people have enough food, they can earn a lot of money. So it's probably all going to be, if if the world is going to be better, it's probably going to be at the expense of the business sector. If they don't come in, play the game and be the leader. That's what I think.
No wonder in the end of the video they mentioned they are the new breed leaders.
And they have to be, they better be. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
That's what I
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah. Okay, for, yes.
I think I don't have enough time to go through too much things, so I want to just get into our
Topic.
Alright, I'm Hank. Hi, Jahan.
Chinese names.
Hi, Jahan.
I can find you. Hi.对，现在还没有。哎。
Yes. So,
Oh,
the theory is there, so everybody knows the concept of social innovation. So this one is the one I found, just found, and I think it's pretty cool. So I want to do some introduction of this. And this brand is called Storyware because Storyware. STORY, because I love some fashion stuff, and sometimes I just go through a lot of online markets to see what I can get. And this one, let's see what's it about. So it's basically Chinese, but I will try my best to translate it into English. Yeah. So the fashion industry is the second largest polluter in the world. Sorry, polluter in the world. So when I go through the research, it say every jeans they produce, their clothes like a lot of water inside it, and a lot of chemical things. So it's not very good for our environment. So this one is the first of all, you want to focus on the pollution in the world. So they try to reduce the chemical things and very bad, a lot of waste of water to produce their product. And the second one, I think this is very cool, is they hired a lot of the women who don't have a lot of support, and some people like they are unemployed and maybe they are disability sometimes. So I think this we can just connect to the government section because they need to collaborate to find out who need help and they can find out.
Social bureau.
Yeah, so as this one, the company, I think it's the business sector.
Yeah.
So we got the government and business in this one. Yeah. One thing I think is pretty cool is I go through their market and I can show you some. They basically is for denim clothes. It's a lot of denim, and you can see a lot of things from denim. I think their design is very good, very cool, and it's mostly from the second-hand garment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think because they are going to break down and combine it again, the fabric.
Right.
I think, yeah, and one thing is like I saw a lot of people or someone they want to do the fashion and recycle things, but it's not their product is not very cool. But this one, I think this is very design. You can see this for instance. As this looks very good.
Wow.
Yeah, but the price a little bit high. The price of this is a little bit high.
Not a little bit.
It's truly high.
Really
Yeah.
high.
Yeah, so one thing, this one, there's a quote from their founder. Let me find it. Oh, this
I
one
know,
here.
yes.
From the brand start, they are wish it could end it as soon as possible, because it started because there are a lot of pollution in our environment. It started because there are a lot of employee issues in our society.
Yeah.
So if this brand end, it means we solve this problem.
Yes.
So their founders say this. I think this is very cool. That's
Yeah,
very
it
cool.
is. It's
And yeah, that's basically
so special.
that's a pretty special one.
Yeah.
But I can still I can afford it. I can give them help. Because the cheapest thing I think is this one.
Clean fish.
This one, $500.
$500.
I don't know what is this for.
1,000.
Yeah, and even though a suit jacket you need like 18.
Yeah, and since they use secondhand material, so they don't need to spend a lot of money on raw material.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive?
I think it's because the process of the product they need to is more difficult than doing the new jeans,
Oh.
because you need to break them down and you need to put them together again.
Yeah.
And maybe this one is from one clothes and the other part is from another clothes. So maybe
And maybe the designer, because the design is
Yeah.
pretty good.
maybe the designer is pretty good. And
Yeah.
I
They pay
think
a lot to the designers. Yeah.
but-
Ask the designer to donate some money. Interesting, nice.
yeah. Then this is one I found out, and I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Mhm.
And this is my presentation.
Okay.
Or you go to Vogue,
Vogue.
yeah, the magazine Vogue.
Ah.
I think Lucas know Vogue. You know Vogue.
Why do you
Fashion-
keep him?
Fashion because we watched it together last time in
You
another
shared
class. I'm sure I saw you were watching the news.
Oh,
I think let's go. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, this is my friend. Thank you.
Okay. Good job, everyone. I learned a lot. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. I think, yeah, that's it. That's it for today because the time's up. I did prepare something, but I think your presentation is better than mine, so that's it for today. So hopefully see you next week though.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.